What are you doing, mate? What? Are you trying to kill the goober? What? Yes! Yes, I am. Honestly, I am. That's the thing about playing with cars, is that if they just run perfectly and there's nothing to do, well, then there's nothing to do. It just sits and bees a goober. I really thought my sister was going to be the one to kill this thing, right? Just letting it go ham, having never sat in the driver's seat of a car with a manual gearbox. Nah, it took it just fine. Pepsi coolant. No worries. It's still in there. It's still full of Pepsi. And that all-service spray just shrugged it off. If anything, the engine's just extra clean. No lie, it looks better than ever, if you ask me. It looks brand new. Except for the fact that it leaks oil everywhere. I can't think of anything funnier than the goober succumbing to chocolate, right? That if it blows the rods and cracks the block, all that rains out is Pepsi and chocolate. So mate, naturally, if I just dump in some Nutella into this thing, oh no, it's hot down there. Oh no, that's on the exhaust. Now, obviously, if you just dump Nutella into an engine, it's just not gonna work, right? It's game over. What people don't realize is how much work the oil does in an engine. Like, when you see a car fanging it down the road, right, pulling big loads or something, everything's being pulled by the crankshaft. That's what the pistons are connected to, and that's what drives the gearbox. It all happens at the crank. It's like the strongest bone in the car body. And the bearings that make it run nice and smooth, when people hear bearings, they think like skateboard bearings or wheels and all that sort of thing. Nah, mate, engine bearings look like this. And the way that they work is under the extreme oil pressure is that they effectively float the crankshaft above them. So like they're not touching anything. That's the crazy business your oil has to go through to make an engine run reliably. Nutella ain't gonna do it, mate. Conventional engine oils are based on mineral oil. Turns out there's edible versions, and the Bunnings version is called paraffin oil. And funny enough, this is how you make laxatives. That's right, food-safe, medical-grade mineral oil can be mixed into chocolate to be turned into a laxative. But please, my goodness, if there's a function of your body that's not working properly, don't just do this. Go see a doctor or something, right? This isn't medical grade, right? It came from Bunnings. The first thing to do is get all the old oil out of it, which has never been changed, but it leaks so much it basically gets changed all the time. And we're actually gonna flush it with the paraffin oil to make sure we've got as much of the chocolate mixture in there as possible. No engine oil. Me and James aren't sure if this has been on the hoist yet, so this might be its first time on the hoist. Oh yeah? It's a car, isn't it? There's so little going on in the back here. Big steel girder that holds the arse together. Well, it's official, the arse is okay.
For a really long bolt.
Yeah, so someone put a different sun plug in this thing. Nah, that was like a Bunnings bolt. So we've got a new filter and everything. And actually gonna do a rinse with some paraffin, like to get as much of the engine oil out as possible. So yeah, like priming it with this stuff.
I dripped it.
The sun plug isn't good, by the way. Like, this has had some special fixes at some point. Well, here we go. Paraffin oil, the first rinse. So it's got 3 liters of the paraffin oil in it. And so James is gonna turn over the motor by bridging the contacts. Yeah, crank, baby. James reckons it's gonna be pretty dark still.
I think so.
Yeah. Aww.
It looks like fresh oil.
It does.
Like normal fresh engine oil.
Yeah, it's like, it's just got a tinge of oil to it. Oh yeah, we've had these mornings. Oh wow, this is gonna be hard to get out. Just like those mornings. Oh, yeah. That's 2 kilos worth of Nutella. I'm gonna mix in 2 liters of the mineral oil to make the chocolate mineral oil blend. Go on, pour her in, mate. It doesn't mix right away. It'd really be looking like a toilet now. This is something that I mixed earlier to see how it be. Yeah, see? That's what I want, the liquid chocolate experience.
The liquid chocolate experience.
Yeah, it's my new band. You should know this, you're the singer. If you've ever wondered what's in a festival toilet, this, except if you made it blue. Actually got a proper mixer on a drill here, and we're gonna mix this right. It's like a Willy Wonka nightmare when the kid falls in, you know? It's looking great. Let me be a chocolatier here. Oh, that's actually pretty runny.
It smells amazing.
I know, it is to die for. Why can't it always be like this? That's pretty dang runny. That's amazing. I thought it was going to be a lot thicker. This is excellent.
There's still some chunks in the bottom.
Oh, there's a lot of chunks at the bottom. It's mostly paste. Okay. The consistency is excellent. Like, this has a chance of maybe working for 2 minutes. So you got to make sure you prime your oil filters, everyone. This is good etiquette. prime your oil filter. The consistency is so good, and it's mineral oil based. Looks like an ironic cup in an office, you know.
There's clean stuff floating.
Oh.
That was already in the filter.
Yeah, residual oil. James noted this could just block the filter immediately and just end it. Seriously, I hope the Pepsi and the chocolate mix in the block. That's what I want. Here we go. Chocolate going in an engine.
Oh, I mean, I spilled it a lot. I'm sorry. Don't make me laugh.
Look how good it looks going in. I just want to put my head in there if it wasn't mostly laxative. Stop it. No. Just because it's hilarious, James. Oh, this is going to stink so good.
It's gone all over the exhaust.
I know. It's raining chocolate. Wow, it mixed excellent.
Yep.
Wow, right to the bottom. It's raining chocolate. I've never seen a chocolate leak out of a car before. Oh, just in time. Well, that went well. It's just how it is. I mean, if this is the worst thing we do to it today, it's a good day for the goober.
It's got the wrong logo on it now.
Needs a 710 cap. I know, we just got to check our chocolate levels here. That's it. Wipe before you actually read it. How much chocolate we got?
Yes.
We have chocolate.
There is chocolate.
It's not over, so it's perfect.
No, it's not. I
Mint.
think it's just under the full mark.
Perfect.
Probably because I was laughing too much to get it down the hole.
The correct amount of chocolate. All right, this is it. The first fire up on chocolate. Go ahead, James.
It's running.
Give it a little rev.
It sounds fine.
It sounds fine. I thought it'd knock immediately. Let's get going. I want to see how many kilometers can we get on chocolate. This is way too normal.
It feels very normal.
This is way too normal.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, the battery's gone. Oh yeah, try and get up over here.
Why is it turned off?
Yeah. Oh, hang on.
Has the engine just...
No. That was so uneventful.
It was just going and then it didn't.
It was amazing, and then it stopped. It just went... And that's it. I mean, this is all assuming that the engine is seized solid.
Oh, it's seized.
To put it in fifth to get as much mechanical advantage, and then to rock it backwards and forwards. Forwards, back, forwards, back, forwards, back. Come on, Goober. We're resuscitating the Goober. This is for real. We had to actually get James's car to tow the Goober home. All 200 meters worth. That's all the odometer says. On the tow back, we're like playing with the clutch, dumping it in fifth and like trying to get it to actually turn over. I swear it did a little bit, but James is gonna get back in the relay, see if we can force it.
No.
That's seized solid. Yeah, up on the lift. It is actually kind of drying out or something. That must have happened right on the guts of the motor. I was hoping it was gonna run for a while, like, you know, with maximum abuse and noise. I thought it was gonna be like, rattle, 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 clunk, 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 and really just keep going. But it was nothing, 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 end of life. It was just immediate. And James is calling it, and I'm gonna agree with him, it spun the bottom end bearing. The big bearings at the bottom for the crankshaft, they get dislodged under friction and literally spin and destroy everything in the process. So hopefully we can get the sump off and just have a look. Oh man, come on, look how good that is. Look, it looks like it's the consistency of oil. Goober's exhaust is coming out, we're getting to that sump.
That doesn't move at all.
No, that's C solid. Just like that. Whoa.
That wasn't the crank moving, that was the bolt tightening a bit.
Oh dear. So cool that you can take the sump out of this without moving like the K-frame or some sort of crazy core of the car sort of stuff.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
The Goober just lets you get in. Oh, yes! Look, there's the dipstick. That's how the dipstick works. Freaking chocolate. It smells good.
It does.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Wow, but it's locked up solid, huh?
Yep. I'm gonna start taking these bolts out. And
Yeah.
see what we find.
Those are the bolts that basically hold the guts of your engine together. Oh. Full of chocolate.
It is, and look, it's gone chunky.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's rolled it up.
Yeah.
It's chunks.
No kidding.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
yeah.
Chunky.
Yeah, so the powder portion of whatever it is, the cocoa or something.
Yeah. But you think they look pretty good.
I reckon they'll go again, yeah, once we clear them out.
Clean them and put them in. I love it. It hasn't spun a bearing at all, has it?
No, it's just jammed with chocolate powder.
James seeing if we can turn over the motor now, because if so...
No, I gotta pull the big ends too.
Oh, okay. She's still full of chocolate.
That one's lost a bit of the hardening there, but
Oof.
I don't care that much. That is a coating of chocolate.
Oh!
It scrapes off. It's hard to see. But look,
Nice.
it's gone now.
Nice bearing still.
Yeah.
Oh. We found goober carnage. Oh, it's gone.
It's gone.
Oh, that's...
90%, 90 degrees round from where it should have been.
Yep, it spun the bearing and just smashed it into itself.
That's supposed to have a shell in there still.
Yeah, that's carnage. No, there will be no licking the wounds of this one and sending her back out. James is seeing how bad they actually are, which means, can I still use these?
So this is chocolate on here.
That's chocolate.
That's chocolate.
Yeah,
That's what's made it stop.
It's gone really doughy and gooey.
So all that's really happened is because they've spun around. I mean, it's scored the outside quite a bit. But the keyway that slots into the housing flattened out. So I'll show you a good one. You see here, this bit's pressed back into the metal. It's so that the bearing can't spin around. And it's grabbed it so hard that it's dragged it around anyway and flattened that back out.
Yeah.
I do wonder if we can just bend it back again.
I'm all in. Yeah,
I'd
do
love
it.
to know if that's successful.
Do it. Do it.
All right.
Oh, man. Yeah, look at all that caked on chocolate.
Yeah. It's really hard too. I can't just scratch it off with my fingernail very easily.
It's starting to spin again.
It's very, very grippy.
Yeah, well, you're making compression.
Yeah.
You get the top bearings out too.
Yeah.
Oh, how you gonna get them back in?
Somehow.
Oh,
I mean, they're full of chocolate.
yeah, they are. Take note that James is covered in chocolate.
I am. It's just been raining on me the whole
Covered
time.
in
It's all
chocolate.
in my hair.
Oh. This is some used car salesman kind of stuff right here. This is amazing. And this is the spun one, and you're finding,
It's crunchy.
wow.
This stuff that has come out of the chocolate is crunchy.
So it's burnt it in there and
Yeah.
then spun the bearing.
Yeah. And
Wow.
I'm finding a really fine coating of it on most of the bearings.
Yeah.
But it feels like sand.
Amazing. You found the grittiness.
Yeah.
Oh man, this thing's coated.
It feels like corn flour. I wonder if Nutella has corn flour in it. Like, feels like the non-Newtonian oobleck or whatever they call it. That's what
Oh
it feels
gosh, it's everywhere.
like. Yeah.
Oh no. So James has expertly cleaned the top end of all the chocolate and now it's smashing the old bearings back in. Oh, surely they're gonna be fine, you watch. Wow, James is actually using a torque wrench.
Yeah, I want to give it some chance.
Oh, they're just gonna send it. Although it's funny, the torque specs are very vague. It's like between 40 and 60 newton meters. So it's like, well, a few scratches on the bearings, we're just gonna call that within goober tolerance. So it's all going well and good at the moment. You know, the engine is turning. Good, that's what engines do. But the main caps aren't tight yet. And when that happens, that's when we find out if the goober still lives after the chocolating. What's your confidence level?
I think it'll be okay.
If James is confident, that's a very good sign. Moment of truth, does it turn?
It turns.
Oh!
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the torque spec that you did these bolts up to was the minimum. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
James,
cool. I'm
James
happy.
is way too anxious. So you know we're doing a great job. This is JB Weld branded silicone. What's it called? Something black?
Ultimate black.
Ultimate Black by JB Weld. Love how clean the sump is.
I pressure washed it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, so time to get the old oil filter back. We weren't committing to this, but
Right at the bottom.
yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Well, this is nice. It's all covered in surface rust from being power washed with a power washer. This rocker cover has always leaked. It's my least favorite thing about cars that drip oil, ruins driveways. It's just crap. I hate it. And like, yeah, this one's full of cracks, and someone else had already tried to silicone it and failed. But James, the master of silicone, we got more of the same.
No, it's different.
Ultra black.
Yeah, ran out of the other one.
But, oh, awesome case scenario. We're all out of black silicone. And now this is not a good thing to do, which is to use different silicone to finish the job. We're onto the Loctite, where it's so blocked up, had to stick a hole in the side to make a new opening. The coil packs are still a little bit chocolatey, which is strange. How'd they get chocolatey?
Well, when you made me laugh and I was spilling it everywhere.
You wouldn't love them. This is actually looking really nice. Like, if this doesn't leak and the engine runs fine, the goober would have been improved from this experience. Well, mate, she's all back together. I actually did want to run it with diesel. Yes, pour diesel into the oil and then just cycle it through, because we never looked at the cam bearings, like, because then you have to redo the timing, and no, we don't want to do any of that. And so the worry is that that same junk is in there as well, and it'll just seize up and block it all up the same. But yeah, I wanted to put diesel into it, which is a great additive. I've used it all the time for engine flushes and whatnot. But the worry is it's going to wipe off the assembly lube on the bottom end bearings that stop it from spinning again. So we're just going to dump any old oil in it and just send it and just hope that it seized up the bottom before it got too far up to the top. This is 5W30, which is what it wants, but this is a blend of like 6 different brands, of which we had a little bit left of. So this is, again, a special oil blend.
Yeah, we're up to full mark.
Nice. There, fresh oil and a bin fresh filter. So we're gonna give this thing the best chance at surviving. So James is gonna do the trick again, and we're gonna turn it over a whole bunch, just so there's oil pressure, right? So that there's already oil all over everything. That noise is not having, it's because there's no exhaust. Ooh.
We might have used up the battery yesterday.
So of course, when we fire this thing up, we have to leave the exhaust off. We have to hear what raw goober sounds like. It's got a catalytic converter there, so we're not gonna blow any flames, but it's gonna sound great. Go for it, start that goober! There's a lot of smoke, man. Sounds good, roar out of the headers like that.
Oh no!
Oh!
Oh, there's glowing on one of the pulleys. It just went out.
Oh man, the goober did a good one. That's excellent. Ah! The goober's back! It runs good! I love this dense, heavy nugget fog that's slowly lowering down onto us.
We've got respirators on because the air quality is very poor. And it turns out this is the greatest. James didn't put the air conditioning back on. And it kicked the belt and just ravaged itself at 5,000 RPM. So if we just started it normally, this could have been avoided. But I have no regrets. And we're just gonna rebolt it and reuse the belt. Oh, woof. Yeah, that's where it's meant to be bolted in, and it's all been kicked out funny ways. Yeah, the belt hated that. $7 grand. Well, just put the bolts back in and call it good. So that's how much belt we've lost. You can see where it's like exposed on the left-hand side. Yeah, which means we've still got 95% of the belt left.
Yay.
That's beyond a higher distinction at university.
So if you think this is an inaugural special test for the goober, it's not. I want beanbag chairs. Might as well drive the goober while we're at it. Yeah! Goober's back, baby! This is genuinely its first go since having the bearings put in. Oh, hey, does the aircon still work?
Should do.
Try and kiss the red line on this next one.
Okay.
Yes! That's it. And the goober is literally fine. It's literally fine. And that's, yeah, we didn't waste any of our time. It's successfully full of beans.